called in by housing officer Jonathan Plum to deal with a number of complaints from residents at this over-55s sheltered housing scheme.
We've got complaints of antisocial behaviour from this address, visitors coming and going, young males by the sound of it. We've also had complaints of drug use as well in this rear of this property.
The problems began 5 months ago when 89-year-old Nellie moved into a one-bedroom bungalow on the estate. Martin believes she's broken the rules of the scheme by allowing her 39-year-old grandson to live with her. They think he's at the root of the problems.
Is Darren still coming around your grandson?
Well, he comes out. I get him mail, you see, because he hasn't got a permanent address.
Is he living here, Nellie?
No, he comes to mail, because I have to give him a good mail. I make sure he has to have something.
Darren has convictions for drug use and theft, and he caused trouble for elderly residents at Nellie's last home.
We're getting complaints with regards to males coming to the property. Last Wednesday night, between about 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, outside the back door, there was a group of people.
People?
Yes.
Oh, you must be joking. When was it?
Last Wednesday night.
That's all. No way. There were no group of people at that time of the night.
Thank you.
Many of the complaints centre on Nellie's shed, where neighbours suspect drug taking is going on.
One of the complaints is they're just congregating out here.
Why though? Why?
Has it got something to do with what's in here?
I don't think so, no. It's not rubbish what's in there, a lot of it, you know. And,
Should we just have a look inside and just see?
With it,
It's not even locked.
Yeah, that, no.
Wow, there's a lot of rubbish in there.
That's part of that guard thing, you know.
There's a box of needles there as well, Nellie. You can just see them there, so... Listen, I'll close this up for you, Nellie, but don't go in there again, OK? All right.
Although Nellie is new to the sheltered bungalows, she's been a tenant with the Housing Association for 16 years, and they've had to deal with Darren on numerous occasions.
Thanks, yeah. Thank you. She's saying he's not been coming round, he's not been staying over, his friends haven't been coming in the back, but yet there's evidence there. And then you look at her past, and you realise this has happened before. She also won't have bad words said against him either.
Nellie has brought up her grandson Darren since he was a week old.
He's a quiet lad, really, but he has been in trouble, like earlier on, when drug scene was on, you know. It was awful in the same side at that time. Everybody got mixed up in it, you know, yeah. And he's got through that now, you know, yeah.
Neighbour Bev lives on one side of Nellie, and on the other is Phil. They've been scared by groups of men using the shed late at night, and they no longer feel safe in their homes.
Well, you just said to me one night you're getting a lot of noise, didn't you? And then I said to Bev, yeah, and I can hear things at 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning in the back. Yeah. I said I've come out a couple of times and I've seen a few things, you know.
You know, at first I thought, oh, it's a noise of first moving into the property, stuff to do, but carried on, and all this noise in the middle of the night, doors banging and noises, I don't even know what they were. I mean, for a lady of 89, you wouldn't expect this sort of noise that's going, and it's not the old lady, obviously, it's him coming in and out at all hours, you know.
But the other guy came knocking on the door one morning, didn't he? Well, you wasn't here, but he come knocking, can you take this stuff to the scrapyard? He was like this. You could see it in his eyes, it was absolutely... His pupils were so big, it was unbelievable. You know what they'd been doing.
It's been 2 weeks since the surveillance cameras were installed at the sheltered bungalows. And Martin has come to check the footage from the camera at Phil's house.
I heard shuffling outside and I just looked to see it in the shed, but I don't know what the camera's picked up because I've not touched it.
Right, so OK, well, we'll have a look at the footage, the quality, and just see what we think. Let's have a look then, what he was doing.
Keep fingers crossed, but he definitely went in that shed, definitely.
I'll have a look.
There
you go,
there he is. There he is.
Got his carrier bag there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his Tesco shopping again.
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll take the machine away and I'll burn this to disk as evidence for use in court, Phil. All right.
See you later.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Back at the office, Martin is viewing more evidence of Darren at the bungalows, this time at night.
Darren returned to the property at 23:02 and then leave 9 o'clock in the morning. He's at least stayed the night. He's going to struggle to deny that. Well, this is 1:10 in the morning. We've just got Darren leaving Nellie's property via the front door. 7 minutes past 2 a.m. We've got an unknown male on a bike approaching Nellie's property. Clearly knows where he's going. Darren returning to the property now at 5:01 a.m. after leaving ridiculously early and having visitors in between that as well, so again, that's not really the normal behaviour of a visitor at 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't go and visit your grandmother at that time. No one does.
Now there's proof Darren is living at Nellie's sheltered bungalow, Pam and Martin need to decide what action to take.
Ultimately, you know, we evict people if we have to, and it is always a last resort. Obviously, being ever mindful of her age and, you know, frailty that goes with being 89, I guess. We don't want to do that. That wouldn't serve anything. It's one of those cases where you're trying to juggle everything and at the same time take appropriate action. He's the main cause of the problem, so we want to deal with him.
With their video evidence, Pam and Martin now have a stronger case if they decide to apply for an injunction to stop Darren from going near the bungalows. Neighbour Phil believes he's witnessed drug dealing right outside his back door, and he's scared of being broken into.
I've seen these people, how desperate they can get, and if they get really desperate, I don't care who they are, when they're taking them drugs, they'll be in here.
Phil moved into the sheltered scheme a year ago because of his difficulty walking. He's recently been going to extreme lengths to feel safe in his own home.
It may never happen, but I'm not going to push things. That gets lots. It's not going to do a lot, but it just, again, you're going to get in. It's going to make a noise, and this goes behind it as well here. I just put this behind it. Put that back up. If somebody tries it, it pushes off. It's not going to stop them getting in, but I can hear the noise. It wakes me up. It's upsetting. I've never lived like this and never want to live like this again.
Phil feels safer sleeping on the sofa so he can react quickly if someone tries the back door.
And I've got to leave my head that way so that if anything does happen, I'm up.
This morning, Martin is back to see Nellie, this time with a fellow enforcement officer, Pam Hollingsworth.
We've got concerns that people are coming to your property, younger people. They're obviously not coming to see you. They're perhaps coming looking for your grandson.
Nellie, can I have a look in your shed again, just like we discussed last time?
I think tomorrow we'll have to keep it.
Don't touch it, Nellie. You see this? Nellie, you see this? You see that? That's a syringe. Pam, there's still some syringes in this shed, some drug paraphernalia.
Because of the growing evidence and number of complaints, Pam and Martin will now take some form of action against Nellie's grandson, Darren.